Hello everyone, welcome back. On today's menu we are making cocoyam porridge or potom poto. Let's get started. So I have my cocoyam here, and this is the pink one. Usually when you go to the supermarket they have two types. They have the pink one and the white one. I usually get the pink one because that's what I like. If you like the white one, you could use that too. All I'm doing right now is just peeling off the skin. All the skin are peeled off. It's time to wash it. Add enough water to make it easier to clean. One thing I like to do when I'm washing off my cocoyam or even other tubers is you want to have your knife just in case, because sometimes you miss some of the spot while you're peeling the skin off. You could use yam for this recipe. You could use potato, sweet potato, cassava if you want. I just love using cocoyam, so that's why I'm using it. But use any tubers that you prefer. So my cocoyam is all washed now. Everything looks good. So I'm gonna cut it to my preferred size. I like to cut my cocoyam in like small to medium size. Like, yeah, at the ends it's gonna be like small, and in the middle you can see it's like a little bit medium size, and that's how I like it because I still want to have that kind of chunk of cocoyam in my porridge. My cocoyam is ready, and now let's start cooking. In a pot, I have my cocoyam, I have my onion, half onion, 1 tomato, 2 Scotch-bonnet pepper, and carrots. So the Scotch-bonnet pepper, you could reduce the quantity if you don't like too much heat. And also have my dried herrings. The dried herrings is a must for me when I'm making this food. I love the flavor it brings to it, and it brings that authentic cocoyam porridge taste. This has been cooking for about 30 minutes now, and as you can see, everything is like tender. Vegetables are tender, cocoyam is tender, but we're just going to take out the vegetable and we're going to blend it and pour it back onto the cocoyam. Everything is well blended, and yes, I have to rinse out the blender and pour everything back into the pot. I give this a stir to make sure everything is well mixed together. I'm adding my big mackerel to it. You could use any protein of your choice. You could even use meat if you prefer. I added 2 tablespoons of shrimp powder, and yes, this brings a lot of flavor to this cocoyam porridge, and also add a little bit of salt to taste. So I covered this and let this cook for about 7 to 10 minutes under medium heat. After 10 minutes, I'm going to take some of the cocoyam, I'm going to mash it and put it back into it. This gives it that thick consistency. But if you want your cocoyam porridge to be soupy, you don't have to mash anything. Just let it cook and you're done. But I want mine to be a little bit thicker, and that's why I'm mashing a little bit of the cocoyam. I'm going to put it back into it. You could use the potato masher if you don't have this. That works well too. So after mashing it, yeah, I'm pouring it back into our cocoyam porridge to give it that thick consistency. You want to make sure you give it a stir to make sure everything is well mixed together. And as you can see, the consistency changed right after we put our mashed cocoyam into it. Cover this halfway and let it cook for additional 10 minutes under medium heat because I want my consistency to be extra thick. I have here some Kobe here, salted tilapia or dry tilapia, however you call it. I'm cutting this into chunks and I'm going to fry this in the red oil. This is going to infuse flavors into the oil, and yes, it's going to taste amazing. If you haven't tried this before, please do, and you're going to love it. If you don't have Kobe, you could use the momone, the salted fish, or the cured fish, and your cocoyam porridge or your yam porridge is going to taste so good. And yet, to give it extra flavor, I'm adding some sliced onions to it too. This fried for about 3 to 4 minutes, and yes, I'm trying to like mash the Kobe in it to give it that extra flavor. So yeah, that's what I was doing here. And yeah, after 4 minutes, it was ready to go into the cocoyam porridge. And this is how the consistency look, and that's exactly how I want it. See how thick that? Yes. If you want yours to be extra thick like this, after mashing the cocoyam, you just want to give it some time to cook under low heat. And finally, here goes our palm oil. You could have it without the palm oil, but the palm oil just brings so much flavor into my cocoyam porridge, and I love it with the palm oil. But if you don't like the palm oil, you don't have to. And yes, I'm stirring it to make sure everything is like well mixed together, and this tastes so good. With this type of food, I feel like everybody can have it. Children can have it, adults can have it, the aged can have it, because there's not much to like munch on when it comes to like children, especially. Just like put it in your mouth and it just melts in your mouth. When it comes to the fish part, when you're making it for children, you just want to be extra careful what kind of fish you use, and make sure there's not like extra bones to like for them to choke on. And yeah, this was so good. I loved this. Alright everybody, thank you so much as always. Please give me a thumbs up if you love this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Until I come your way next time, this is Cocoyam Pottage. Be good to yourself, be good to everyone. Goes around the world.